pots and pans, there are some hacks that will get the job done properly with little effort. So Shoana is going to reveal some of her cleaning hacks with the stuff that's tough to clean.
Yes, and especially cast iron.
Yes.
So there's two people when it comes to the cast iron pot world. It's the, I can't live without it. It's the only thing I want to cook on. Die hard, my ride or die, it's got to be cast iron. And it's the other people that are like, oh, it's too much work. It's too precious. It's too hard to clean. I can't be bothered. Well, the people that are right are the die-hard people. So,
gee, I wonder which one you are.
I wonder. No, I do have a lot of cast iron, but the reason why they're right is because it's not precious. There's so many misconceptions about how hard cast iron is to take care of.
Yes.
And so I want to clear a bunch of them up here.
Okay.
The most important one that I hear is they're too hard to clean. They're not. It's because most people think that you can't use soap and water with them. You 100% can use soap and water. You want hot water and soap. You don't have to, which is where the misconception comes in. But if that makes you comfortable, it makes me comfortable.
Me
I use hot soap and water in all of mine. Then you go ahead and do that. So wash it in your sink. Don't put it in the dishwasher. There's a school of thought you can, but you can't. Absolutely not. I don't give that a pass for sure. Wash it in the sink as you normally would. Here is the absolute deal breaker, though. When you're done, so you've got your Dutch oven, right? When you're done, we've washed this. You want to dry it completely. Here's two tips. You know how there are some tea towels or drying cloths that are really smooth cotton, like a poplin, if you know what that is? And then there are some out there that are like a bath towel. For starters, you want to use the really smooth one. If you have the type of cast iron that has little nubbies in it, which is not a bad thing at all, it's just the style of that brand of cast iron pot, the little fibers of this towel type will stick, and you'll get those little white threads all over it. So you want to use this really smooth poplin, okay? We're going to dry it as dry as you possibly can. But we're not done yet, because the devil of cast iron is water. And so what you want to do, if you've got the Dutch oven like this one, no matter what the size is, turn your element back on, put the lid on it, and heat it for like 15 minutes.
Oh, so that all the water is gone.
Will be evaporated and dried up. There will be no sitting water in it. And then you're good. So you just have to do that, because if you had left sitting water in it, then eventually that would rust. It would rust. There's tips to get rid of the rust, but we just don't want that to happen in the first place. Now, if you've got a fry pan for that, you're still washing this soap and water, hot water, but then you put it in the oven, because there's no lid to trap in that heat to evaporate it. Turn the oven on, 350, and throw it in for 20 minutes or something. You can actually tell, it'll look like it's been dried right up. Now, there's these grill pans that are really, really, really popular. I love it. I use mine all the time. These are mine, by the way, so and used, so you can keep them pristine. And so these ones, what the real devil with these is the food gets stuck between the pieces, and it's hard to get out. If you have anything that's stuck, all you have to do is add water, just plain water to it, turn on the element, and boil it for like a couple of minutes, toss it out, and all those food particles will all lift up, because the boiling water will lift all those chunks of food up. Does that make sense? And seasoning it. You don't have to season things anymore all the time, every time you cook with it. You know it's ready for re-seasoning. Most pot pans come pre-seasoned. You know it's ready when you're cooking something. Cast iron's naturally non-stick. So when you're cooking something and it's starting to stick a little bit, season it. Throw a little oil on it, rub it, wipe it out, throw it in the oven for half an hour. It's seasoned. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. So please don't be scared of the cast iron. Give yourself that indulgence. And really important is you use a non-abrasive cloth or sponge. These are those scrub daddies. Don't you love the smile? I love them. Cute. And just put your fingers in there and give it a good swirl. Just don't use anything like steel wool or something. It'll just scratch it. All right. So that's your cast iron. See, easy, right? Easy. Okay, silicone mats, baking mats or cooking mats. These are, I'm beyond excited I found out how to clean these, because I was wondering if the silicone break down over time, because I could not get mine, get that slimy kind of greasy feeling off of it. If you can see, this one's a dirty one. I found the solution, and I'm so excited. Cleaning nerd alert. So what you have to do, the reason why they get that grimy or get smells if you use it for cooking mackerel or something terrible, get the smells and stuff, the silicone in the oven expands when it gets hot, and so it leaves little holes for it to get in, and when it cools, it traps in those oils or in those smells. So throw it in the oven, clean, heat it up, really quick. I just put it at 350 for like 5 to 10 minutes. I just went and did something else and came back.
Okay.
Really quickly, when you take it out of the oven, because it's still hot water and vinegar. And throw it in there. Barely have to wipe it. Chugga, chugga, chugga. You're out, and you're totally clean. And I'm not sure if it'll pick it up. But all that greasiness was gone. All the smell was gone. And they are an absolute devil to dry. So you throw them on a tea towel, and you just roll it up. And that's how you dry them.
Oh, nice.
And if you really want, you could even store it like that. I don't.
Yes.
But you could. And then it comes out completely dry and clean and no gooey stickiness.
No greasy. Ooh, really good. What do you think of Shona's hack?